Hello everyone. My name is Hafza Faizan and I am a student at Unity Grammar. When I was in year 5, not that I'm much older now, the way that I did robotics all changed. We didn't use the basic normal Lego bricks that we would normally use in previous years. Instead, we used these really weird looking pieces with holes in them. This made me really confused. I mean, are these even Lego? Even the way we coded was different. Many others in my team also felt the same way. This meant we needed to first understand how to code and build before we could start. And this whole process took 3 weeks. We only had a few weeks to get everything done. How could we have hurried this? I mean, it is the process of learning. Well, something that many people are using to help them now is artificial intelligence. If we had AI to help us, we would have been a lot more efficient with our work, and we would have been able to learn everything a lot more quicker. By now, I'm pretty sure that most of you realized I'm very interested in robotics. So today, I will be talking about why we should use AI in education. So, I would like to ask a question here. What is artificial intelligence? What is this life-changing technology that is helping us all with our work? Well, according to ChatGPT, artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by computer systems. These processes include learning, reasoning, and self-correction, which basically means that AI learns from different sources with an intention of being, well, human. It's in the name. Artificial intelligence. Simulated or fake intelligence. Whose intelligence? Well, ours. To all the youth in the audience, if our parents see us on a screen for too long, they'll most likely come up to us and tell us, when we were your age, we never had any of this screen stuff, and we would always focus on spending our time wisely, doing something productive or studying. And to be fair, I can't imagine a world without all the screens and the technology that we use now. But I'm pretty sure that many of you can. Who remembers when calculators were first introduced into schools? Did your teachers like them? Were you allowed to use them much? Well, it's the same thing with AI. People are scared that it'll be used for the wrong things and won't help kids in school, just make them lazier. If we didn't have computers, kids in year 7 would probably spend a whole day in the library for something that we would consider a quick 5-minute research project. People even worried that it would take over jobs, and it did, without realizing that it left even more job opportunities, such as software engineers, graphic designers, and even web or software developers. I use a Kindle way more than I use hard copy books. Not saying that hard copy books are bad. Everyone loves that new paper smell from books. But I use a Kindle because I read a lot, and our house would be filled with all the books that I carry in my Kindle. I mean, I'd love for my bed to be surrounded by all the books that I read, but I don't think my mum would appreciate it much. Now, does anyone realize the connection between calculators, computers, and Kindles? Well, we can all agree that these tools have allowed us to be more efficient with our work. So if they can make such a big impact, why can't AI? Now, I'm pretty sure that anyone that goes to high school can agree with what I'm about to say. Who here hates it when your teacher tells you to answer a few questions, which you're supposed to research, but are not allowed to use AI in? What's the difference? We can make even better and longer responses. We can strengthen our research skills and be more efficient with our information. Teachers tell us to think outside the box. How can we think outside the box when we're trapped in it? all of AI's possibilities, all around us, without being allowed to use them. Sure, the box is safe, but sometimes what we find outside the box can help us improve what's in it. Imagine making your own games in 10 minutes with the help of AI. We can entertain ourselves while learning how to code. Think of the possibilities. For those kids fearing the humiliation of saying the wrong answer in class when a teacher calls on you, don't worry. AI doesn't judge you. In fact, it actually motivates you. Many kids are too scared to ask a question in class because they think it's too silly. AI will not care if you don't understand something, and because you're communicating with it alone, neither will your classmates. Now, is it just me, or do I always see some really inspiring short video on how to be that organized and well planned out person? And sometimes it does give me enough motivation to get up early on a Saturday morning, to have a healthy breakfast, do yoga, and then plan out how my week is going to work out. On Monday, I'll do fractions for math, then on Tuesday, I'll practice writing an ode poem for English, and so on. But when I even try to wake up and plan that whole learning week, I kind of give up once my breakfast is waiting patiently for me. And now it's the end of the day, and I'm thinking, okay, let's try this again. But when I even try to do it, the week just doesn't work. I'm learning so many things, and I want to fit my hobbies in as well. It just doesn't work. Now, what if I told you that AI could do the hard part? The part where I would probably spend 5 hours on, to plan the perfect week. If we had the perfect plan, and if we were able to listen to it, then imagine how much we could study and revise. We wouldn't have to worry about cramming up all the information the night before an exam. Now, to those who believe that artificial intelligence will increase plagiarism and cheating, well, let me tell you that around 95% of kids cheat without getting caught. I have seen so many kids cheat during exams or for assignments by copying someone else's work or by even paying them to do it. So how's AI gonna make much of a difference? AI can also help educators create a better learning experience for all kids by making individual learning plans for each student. Whoever they think deserves a more challenge in their work, or if they need more step-by-step help, AI can help create the perfect learning plan for any type of student. Too often, I see kids in class trying so hard to understand a concept that a teacher is explaining, but I can see that they've blanked out, trying so hard while the majority of the class understands the concept almost completely. Now, obviously, the teacher assumes that the whole class has understood the concept because no one is saying that they didn't. The student doesn't want to hold up the whole entire class just because they don't understand something. Now, when the teacher moves on to the next topic, which requires the information from the previous topic, they're even more left behind than before. Now, this keeps happening until a parent or friend or tutor revises the topic again. By using AI, we not only understand the topic even further, but we will be challenged just the right amount where we will have both fun doing the task and develop more critical thinking skills. If a task is too hard, it's not understandable, but if it's too easy, it's too boring. AI creates the perfect amount of difficulty to help engage the student to have fun in learning, something that'll motivate them to try even harder. Now, whenever me and my friends go into a class where we haven't received our marks for the latest assessment yet, we normally annoy the teacher by nagging for whether they've marked our tests yet. When the answer is a no, we normally get really disappointed, but it's pretty understandable on why they haven't marked it yet. They have hundreds of the same exam to mark in a week for our pleasure. AI will not only help mark the exams faster, it'll also provide us with the perfect feedback to help us improve. Now, what do you think you've missed out on as a child? What could you have done using AI? Maybe you could have helped design the world's first robot that could make food for you, or you could have helped design a better replacement for coal and avoided climate change. Well, we can create something as revolutionary as AI because we are facing a life-changing decision. The decision on whether we should allow AI in schools or not. If we do not embrace it, the youth are being trapped in a way where they are not being allowed to harness their ability to create the change that this world needs. Thank you.